Welcome to the Windy River Open 2022 at Columbia Park in Kennewick, Washington, presented by Innova Disc Golf. The video coverage is provided by FAIRWAYMEDIA. Tournament Director is Justin Guilliam. The Assistant Tournament Director is Scott Sain. Commentating done today by myself, Jeremy Sauve, and Daniel Pfaff.
Yeah, excited. Should be some good coverage. The weather really cleared up right before we got started for the last couple cars, so that was nice.
Any other questions? Sweet. You guys can tee off right now.
All right, here we are at hole one. It's a little par 3, 393 feet. There's an OB creek the drone's about to fly over. It's just about 30 feet past the short basket there. There's a tunnel access, or some people lay up and take the hyzer over the top. But it's a very tough hole to get rolling on, and if you go off into those Russian olives you saw behind basket, it's rough. Here's Cameron Messerschmidt. Hanging out to the right, it's pretty good placement. He should have a line through the middle. Brian Cook with his lefty forehand. Super smooth. I believe he's just at the front of the tunnel with potentially a look down. Ooh. Nice little hyzer play to it. There's Caleb trying to go over the top. No, low flex shot.
Cameron going up and over. Catches a little backspin. He's got to look for a putt there.
Oh yeah. Kind of like where Caleb's at on this hole. A little shorter, opens that up.
Gives you the option to go left or right.
Definitely, if you feel more confident in your forehand or backhand hyzer.
Nicely executed there.
This is a tough tunnel line.
Well done.
Yeah,
It's
no
just what you
problem
want.
for. Oh, Brian actually did push up a little further than I thought on that shot. He's got just a little 100 foot to the pin.
Ding. Nice
Easy
shot from
work
Brian as
for these
well.
boys. What would you say that is, Jeremy? Maybe 40, 45?
I would agree. In between the two is about right. Hole 1 was the hardest hole for the first round at .84 over par.
Oh,
What a
great
putt
putt.
from Cameron.
That was a beauty. Dead center.
He is deadly from Mountain Circle too.
This lead card is making it look a lot easier than myself or my card played it. Nice tap-ins for these. Those were some great approaches.
All-star par in hole 1. It's a good way to get going.
Hole 1 actually wasn't birdied by a single player with the 2, which would feel more like an eagle. But
We got hole 2, par 3, 327 feet. There's a Mando that forces you to play the left side of the fairway, and there's an OB walkway and beyond. Just got to make sure if you're coming in hot, you can try to check up before the basket. You don't want to skip towards that path. Cameron's going the forehand. Be just outside the circle. Circle 2 putt. Brian Cook lining up a backhand.
that was a sweet shape with the rock too.
I do believe it was a rock. Nice shot, Brian. Caleb Mann lining up the forehand.
May have flipped it just a bit.
He's pushing all the way towards nine's fairway. Nothing out of bounds in that section. Should be fine over there. Caleb Joyner looks to be flexing a sidearm. Get some skip action. He'll be looking at a circle 2 putt as well.
Oh, a little wide.
Check. Goes out of bounds in the walkway.
That can be a
Should
tough
be
distance.
in the circle. Should be in the circle to save his bogey putt from there. It's a tricky position for Caleb Joyner.
Yeah, hard to bend the putter on the tree.
Ooh,
Oh, great bid.
yes it was. I believe that was his Star Sonic.
Oh,
Ooh. Looks like he got tripped up on the tree on that jump putt a little.
nice putt.
Good putt. Hole 2 played .14 under par. Let's see where did that put us? Right in the middle. '11th easiest, right in the middle.
Easy cleanup for Caleb Joyner there.
And here we have Brian with a birdie look. Nicely done. Little Mirage of scores there. Let's move on to hole 3.
All right, hole 3, we have a double mandatory. It's 300 feet, and you have to really shape your shot to stand up through that gap and barely move left, or flex sidearm is used sometimes. With the lefty, it will play like a stand-up backhand for the right-handed player, and oh, he tinks it off the basket even.
What a drive from Brian Cook.
Oh my goodness.
Off the bottom of the basket.
Yeah.
Stops right at circle's edge. Gotta look for a birdie still.
Oh yeah. This is the attempted flex forehand line, but he catches that right side Mando tree.
Does make it. He is safe there.
Looks like another forehand flex. There's the forehand flex line. This is a common result, though. It will hyzer out pretty hard towards the end.
Just outside the circle. Manageable putt there. Throwing a backhand on this hole. Looks on camera like it's pretty inviting, but it is a very narrow gap. Those trees are offset. He hits the Mando and falls backwards. He should be able to bend something around here. Get in position.
Oh no. Stop rolling. Ooh. That is a very tough position. He has to almost go forehand cut roller. Okay.
He's just trying to scramble there. Get himself in position.
Cameron should have an easy up and down here from his distance. Maybe left himself at 18 feet or so.
Similar
right
shot
in
to
that same spot.
Here's a birdie look from Caleb Joyner.
A little low.
Just a little low.
Brian looking to get at least one stroke on the entire card here. If he can drill this 28-foot birdie look.
He delivers a strike.
Statement shot there. That was dead center.
Great putt from Cameron. Save his par.
Caleb to take a bogey, or is this for a double?
This would be for a 5, I believe.
Okay.
Good putt.
Yes. I also took a 5 on this hole first day.
It definitely has some teeth.
Yes.
Alright, up next we got hole 4. 279 feet, par 3. It's an island hole. If you do not make the island, there is a drop zone just in front of the tee pad. And the same rule applies. If you do not make it from that drop zone, you move up to a second drop zone just short of the road, and you play it from there. I don't remember what direction the wind was playing today, but this hole does usually play fairly difficult. Played .46 over par with a mirage of scores. Many birdies, but also many bogeys and double bogeys. So you get the skip. He skipped it right up in the island. Great shot.
Was a nice flip up mid range. It looked like there, maybe even driver.
Ooh, he almost makes it on top of that tier. Well done from Caleb, man.
Stuff of
This is that first that first drop zone.
Sit down. Oh, man.
Got some fast action.
Yeah, I tried to get up and go.
Cameron's going to try the sidearm approach to the island. Makes it no problem.
Brian to save his bogey. So it's a very nice putt. Fortunate to have it climb in as well. Oh no.
Caleb Joyner gets the birdie.
This is definitely a hole that feels good to get the birdie on, because it's very easy to take big numbers on it, as demonstrated. Oh no.
Just a misrelease from Caleb there. See if he can take a breath and knock this one down for his par.
I believe he's the same distance or maybe even further than the last one. Alright, next up we have hole 5. This is a par 5, 803 feet. It is, you want to land right about where the drone is now in this landing area, and then you have 2 routes. You can proceed to the left or down the right tunnel that the drone did not take. You want to push it up to this light, this telephone pole right up here, or the short basket, and then it will take a right turn and push another 160, 180 feet back to the left. Very difficult hole if you get off into the trees on the left or these bushes on the right. It can make the approach very punishing if you mess it up.
This was a very fun hole. We don't get to play this in our standard course very often. So I'm glad we got to do something different.
Oh, Caleb Joyner finds a tree pretty far out left, but he should still have an angle to play up to even the original basket that we flew over.
Brian looks like he's lining up with power forehand.
Cranked it over. Whoa. That is actually a fine spot to land. Opens up either route for him. Gets a turnover on it.
That's in position.
Nice landing spot.
And I do believe there was a Mando left initially in that first group of trees past the walkway that forced the players to not take the hyzer route.
Yes, there was. Correct.
It's also a very fun hole to attempt a backhand roller. Can get you in some pretty good distance up the fairway.
Oh, got that forehand roller just flipped over a little early. Rolls out left.
Should have a pretty straight shot from there. Probably 350 from there. Cameron's taking that inside route. Didn't quite make it all the way straight, but probably has a straddle to get out of there.
Brian taking the hyzer, looking to clear, and he does not. That is the punishing trees mentioned in the
had not seen that attempted yet. Smooth forehand from Caleb Mann.
Great
out front.
shot. That is exactly where you want to be.
That basket kind of blends in with the darkness of the trees there, but I assure you it's there.
And Brian's lie, as you can see, is 100 sticks between him and the basket.
It does look to be in a very tough place. Let's see what kind of magic he has from there.
I believe his went off to the left a little bit. Maybe that was his only line, really. He's trying to play it out. Ooh, that was a very good roll.
This is for the eagle opportunity.
Oh, great bid. There were a good number of birdies in this hole today, which would have been the 4, but no eagles were carded.
I believe this played the same as hole 2, 0.14 under par.
I'd say it's a very manageable 4 if you can get off the tee well, and then if you just play a placement shot on the second one. Although I do not believe I forward it either of the days.
All right, hole 6. You have a par 4, 621 feet. Initially, you want to get past this first group of trees, just a touch to the right of where the camera just was. And then you want to come with the second shot up and over these trees to that yellow banded basket. It's a tricky hole. As long as you're clean on this first tee shot, it's pretty manageable, but it can bite you if you put yourself right in the middle of the trees. Caleb Mann seems to be pretty far out there. Similar looking second shot from Caleb Joyner. First shot.
I imagine this is Destroyer from Brian. Looks to have a bit of flip on it.
Oh, that's just fine. He might be a little pinched on his angle, but he's down there quite a ways. Good looking group of shots from all 4 of these gentlemen.
Yeah, they played it pretty clean. Should have all at least a look at the birdie. Great shot over the top by Caleb Joyner there. See if Cameron Messerschmidt can match. Yes, he definitely does.
I think Brian's going to have to take some sort of lower line being pinched off.
Oh, yes. And Caleb Mann came up a little short there, at least. It's tough to tell how short. Oh.
There was a ribbon on a tree in front of his lie. That was not a Mando for this hole. There was a Mando on the far left side of the fairway that kept you from entering and accessing 3's tee pad, but it really didn't come into play with everybody playing the right side of the fairway off the tee pad.
Oh, tough look there from Caleb.
This hole as well played .14 under par. Not too difficult. A lot of people are able to get the birdie on this one.
Oh, we've seen that same miss earlier on hole 4 from Caleb. Hopefully he can get that centered out. Good birdie from Cameron. Gotcha, Jeremy. There it is.
I like it.
All right, hole 7. We have a par 3, 339 feet. You got to make it through this low ceiling gap off the tee. Push straight and have it hyzer out. These trees provide a little bit of toughness on the putt, but typically not bad. Caleb Joyner looking to rip this up. Just needs to stand up a little bit. Well, that should be just fine, just outside circle 1. Looks like some tough footing there for Cameron Messerschmidt, but also pushes it, I would say, circle 1 edge.
Ooh, look at those blue skies. Golly.
Looks to be pushing deep for Brian, but gets a nice check off the tree and inside circle 1. That's actually a pretty nice place to be. It opens up that putt quite a bit.
Good set of drives from all 4 players.
Yeah, Caleb's drive just a little inside and hyzered, but they should all have a good bit at it. Messerschmidt from about 40, I would say. Wow,
wonderful putt.
Brings him back to even on the round 2. Actually, Jeremy, do you know when the circle 1 markers were put in? They were put in for a tournament recently, but I'm not sure which.
I think they were put in last November. Scott Sain ran a tournament, and he's the gentleman that installed all those on our course.
Yes.
And I do believe we have at least 18 of the holes done, but not all duplicate baskets on the entire course has them yet.
And they are wonderful. It's very easy to then know you are outside or inside. Oh, just low for Caleb Joyner. And those trees can force you to go to a straddle or an unconventional putt. But typically you will have at least a good line at the basket.
Nice putt from Caleb there.
Yes, great snap and commitment.
Very straight, linear putt.
Joyner not able to pick up the birdie on the hole.
Hole 8, par 3, 340 feet. but it's not just an easy 340 feet. We play this as an hourglass, so there's two sections of OB area on the left and the right beyond the water and the walkway, and then the water and the walkway both are out of bounds. If you're out of bounds on the tee shot, you go to a drop zone. So everybody's looking to get safe here, and I believe they're all probably trying to cross into that second quadrant.
He looks like he's
just a bit short, maybe.
Yes, he did find the OB short of the path, so he will proceed to the drop zone.
Brian with a backhand shot. Playing it wide.
Beautiful shot. Nice stand hyzer.
Just right inside the circle's edge. Caleb seems to be lining up the big hyzer over the out-of-bounds play.
And this play is risky going over those Russian olives. If you don't give it enough height, it can definitely catch up and stay OB. As well as that weeping willow that protects the basket.
I do see a lot of players taking that high hyzer, but not everybody's quite as committed as Caleb's shot was there. There is a safer play to throw it high and early and let it bail left and be wide left, and no problem, but doesn't really give you a chance to birdie it that way. Caleb, he looked like he was attacking for a direct drop in and got caught up on the way in.
Yes. Could you tell if he stayed out or did he push in bounds? Looks like he's out. Never mind.
Dang.
That's the risk of taking that hyzer play.
Ooh, almost dunks it from the drop zone.
This is a scary putt because OB, if you miss left the basket, it will carry to the OB typically.
It runs a little downhill, and it is fairly slick and muddy beyond that just small patch of green you see.
Great putt.
What a strike. He's starting to come together there. See if he can pick up a couple more birdies and get back to even.
Brian from maybe 24, 25 feet.
Small obstructions from some of these willows hanging down. Shouldn't interfere too much.
Great putt. And in a couple of months, those willows will be basket height or lower. Yes. This whole place is a wonderful jail in later months.
It did play as .32 over par, so it was more on the difficult side. I think it was 6th most difficult hole in the course with quite a few birdies. Excuse me, 6th easiest hole in the course. I read that incorrectly.
Here we are, hole 9. It's a par 3 from that short. There's actually Mando to the right of that first tree and to the left of the second, or left of the first tree, right of the second tree. I was butchered. But it forces a flex backhand or more of a stand-up forehand shot through those Mando trees.
For the average right-handed player, yes. Brian decides to be opposite of everything we talk about. He's looking good for the birdie there.
Yes, just outside circle. Caleb is lining up the traditional backhand flex play. Oh, no. one of the few branches.
He didn't
that
roll
remain
too
on that
far
tree.
backwards. I don't think he cut rolled to the right too far. He should be able to straddle around and get his up and down.
That was a great line. If you tuck it to that second Mando tree, it will push nicely.
There we go.
Joyner made the correction from the previous turnover route. So he did roll quite a bit back.
I did not think he pushed that far to the right. With the new ruling of the restricted airspace, I'm surprised he didn't come too close to that line.
I believe they had it sharpied as a line on the ground, so they would have been able to at least tell on that.
Okay, good. I didn't quite see it on the video. Brian looks to be about 38 feet for the birdie.
Yeah, I'd say right in there. Oh, nice
Good
putt.
putt. Get the replay.
This hole played a little bit under par, 0.27 under par. A lot of birdies, not many bogeys or doubles on the day. Oh, just left.
What a drive from Caleb Joyner. Easy drop-in birdie.
It's a nice one to get. It feels good. It's definitely not a gimme. It can punish you if you start to relax on it.
Thank you for joining us for the Windy River Open 2022. That's the front nine. We'll see you in the middle section.
Yeah, look forward to it.